Hey guys, I my internet is out right now, and I wanted to use this as a simulated opportunity to um, get communications out to someone in the event of a power outage or an internet outage. So today I'm gonna boot up my MCOM tools. I restart this. I dual boot Windows, and I was doing something on here earlier, but I'm gonna boot up MCOM tools here. While that's rebooting, we're gonna get out the True SDX. If you saw my last video with CW, I did get an external speaker for the True SDX so that I can hopefully have a more successful activation for CW. Okay, there's all that. I've gotta get my Digirig pouch. Go ahead and plug in the GPS so we can get GPS time. Not that that is necessary for this task, but it's kind of a nice to have kind of thing. So GPS is plugged in. Okay guys, now that I have everything together, I'm going to plug in the Digirig here. And I've got a little BNC adapter that can go out to my coax here. I'll switch it to that device, or that coax line. I always get confused by this a little bit where the audio versus the PTT goes in here. So that is, I believe it's the PTT is the red one, so it's the high stakes one. It's kind of how I think about it. PTT is that important. Okay, so we're using the Digirig mobile, no cat here on MCOM tools, and so I will go to, let's go ahead and turn this on and make sure it's not like, I wanted to make sure it wasn't transmitting, because sometimes if you have the cables wrong, it will just like start transmitting automatically. Okay, so we'll go to here, go to ET mode, VARA HF, yes. Okay, and that looks good. If you saw the VARA window there, that looks good. And we are getting volume in, you can tell by that peaking. I could probably turn this down a smidge. Usually run it around 8. So yeah, that keeps us in the green here. So that is good. Oops. I'm gonna connect. There's a station that I often connect to. This one is not it, but it's the most recent station that I was able to connect to. So we'll give it a shot. I'm on 7101 on the device, on the radio. We're at 7101 here. So we'll give it a shot to connect. And I see the transmit happening on the True SDX. Looks like we got a connection. You can tell that it's at least trying to connect when you see a slightly longer transmit section there. Okay, so we're receiving right now. It's a good sign. Oh, I had sent an email to the tech prepper, KT7RUN, about I was out in the field trying out my first install of R6. I had a fresh install of R6, and I was giving VARA a try on there. So that's great that I just received correspondence back from him. So we'll see what he said, and then maybe I will send an email following up with this, kind of simulated. Well, really it is, communications are down. My cell phone works terribly at my house. It's just service is terrible. So radio would be a way around that, I guess. I even thought about telling my manager at work, like, hey, you should whitelist my WinLink email, because if something goes down, I can at least get contact with you through this. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Okay, just got the CWID signing off there. So we'll come here, check out our inbox. It says, Josh, thanks for the email and field report. Bob in the Discord server are amazing. Enjoy ETC R6. I am actually testing this email on ETC R7 build 7. It's looking good. Take care and thanks for the support. So I had mentioned to Gaston that I've been messaging back and forth with Bob Hill, his bag maker, because I've been doing a little bit of sewing. So yeah, these bags, I made all of these bags that I keep my radio stuff in. So I will see if I can send a response here. I always delete this stuff because he doesn't need to know what he sent to me. He probably already knows. Okay, so I'm writing back to Gaston. That's great to hear. Hope development is going well. My internet is currently out, and I thought it would be fun to practice off-grid comms. All the best. No response needed this time. I appreciate all that you do. I know he does like to hear about rigs, so I'll say I just added that I'm using true SDX with an in-fed half wave on 40 meters. I don't think he probably needs to know anything else, so I will go ahead and send this. We'll post it to our outbox, and I'm going to see what it looks like here. Looks like there's something going on that frequency right now, so I'll give it a second. That's one thing. I wish I could monitor the audio so I could see what it sounded like, because this could just be interference of some sort. I really don't know. I don't know at all without the cable. So let me just unplug the audio cable. Yeah, it sounds like Vara, so I'm sure somebody else is connecting there. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to look for another station to connect to, the one that's not busy. So we will go to show RMS list. This is the beautiful thing about MCOM tools. Change my mode to Vara HF. Change my band to 40 meters. And we'll just see what is available here. There is a specific station I'm kind of looking for. It's a little bit closer than that, I believe. Yeah, into GWK. I know I'm frequently able to make a contact with that station. So let's see. Yeah, the band looks clear there, so let's try doing that. All right, TX is looking good there. Usually I can hit this station like midday, mid-morning, so I don't know how it'll be at almost 5 in the afternoon. Okay, looks like we got a connection, so that's good. Yep, connected to into GWK. I think this station is down in Kentucky. I'm in Indianapolis, as you know, and I saw in one of their things here, it says tinyurl.com KB4KY WinLink net. I did look that up. I think I'm going to try and participate in that because I've been using their gateway for a couple different things, for sending emails mostly. It's just a really reliable one for me to hit, so I'd like to participate in their net. All right, we're transmitting the campsite email, so that's good. Try to keep it brief so it wouldn't take too long. Oh, I also just saw the first time ever that my Talentcell battery has actually lost a bar of battery. Usually it just stays topped off. I've done 2 activations, or 1 activation, and then a decent amount of WinLink with that, with no extra charging on it. Okay, it's in the disconnect message and the CWID. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I successfully completed that mission, if you want to say that. Hopefully, my internet does come back up soon. It's Comcast. They said the website says there are between 100 and 500 people out of service right now, so hopefully we get bumped up in priority. I just used two different modes of Vara. I used Vara 500 and Vara 2300. 500 was the second one, 2300 was the first one, just to be clear on that. Vara, or let's say MCOM Tools, is a very useful tool for this kind of thing. Highly recommend supporting Gaston in that way. Buy him a coffee or something of that nature. But it's super nice to use. This is what gave me the ability to do WinLink even on my Windows systems, using it, operating it with MCOM Tools, and hearing Gaston talk about it is what worked it out in my head to let me do it on Windows machines on my home computer. But I was just trying to simulate kind of an off-grid setup here with laptop, radio, but still in the shack. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm Josh, KE9ABT. This is all about ham radio, and we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks.